Welcome to Kiss the Reviews. I'm Armando, that's Corey, and today we're going to do 1986's Cobra.
I think they very easily knew exactly what we were doing. There's literally no other character. Black aviators and a fucking matchstick in his mouth.
Who fucking chews on a matchstick? You know who chews on a matchstick? A 13-year-old Armando, because he thought it was the coolest shit ever.
Not even the cast of Matchstick Men chewed on matchsticks.
I'm pretty sure those are coated in something.
Oh, yeah. Called lighter fluid, Jack.
Hell yes.
This movie is brought to you by your friends at Patreon. Damien on Patreon requested this video, and you know what, Damien? Out of all the ones that you've requested, I'm damn glad you requested this one, because talk about one of my favorites from my youth and nostalgia and things. This is at the top of that list. This was like Stallone at his finest for me.
Yes.
But if you want to join us on Patreon and join the crew, go to Patreon, look up Kiss the Reviews. We got all kinds of really cool shit there. We got free subs and then subs from $2 all the way on up. So join us there, and let's get to the cast of 1986's Cobra. This film stars Sylvester Stallone as Marion Cobretti, Brigitte Nielsen as Ingrid, Reni Santoni as Gonzales, Brian Thompson as the Night Slasher, and Lee Garlington as Nancy Stalk, or Dollar Store Rizzo.
I was going to say, not Stalker Channing. So, full disclosure, not Stalker Channing and the Night Slasher, Brian Thompson, scared the shit out of me as a kid when this movie came out.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
My parents hated me, so they let me watch any R-rated movie pretty much in existence when I was about 8 when this came out. Yep. Dude, scared. I had legit nightmares about not Stalker Channing in this.
I will, before we get into this, I'll just note this. Body count wise, the body count was 52 in this movie. 41 are killed by Cobra.
That tracks. I mean, takes out a whole apocalypse gang. Like, yeah.
Yes. But I always thought that was funny, because I do remember this from being younger. Like, yo, there's a lot of fucking murder. There's a lot of murder in this movie. And again, I haven't seen this in forever. I didn't realize 95% of it is done by Cobra in this movie. Oh, and yeah. I used to think all these weaselly cop guys were like gross and like, we hate Cobra. And now I'm like, no, he's literally killing everybody. Like, that's,
yeah, two things can be true at once. They're definitely weasels, but they're not wrong.
Yes. No, they're 100% right. The whole movie.
Like, this is crazy.
Let's get into it. So the movie opens with a slurred Sly Stallone voiceover, and it's Marion Cobretti. He's telling you how bad America is, with shots of crazy people banging axes together, and people from all walks of life in like a sewer. There's motorcycle gang guys, there's cops, there's dudes in suits. The funny, listen, you show me a chubby white guy in a 3-piece suit in a sewer just banging axes together. I immediately start laughing.
I thought this was Trump's best campaign video.
You were correct.
It really spoke to me.
I'm sure it did. You were
like, this guy's starting to make a lot of sense.
What website do I go to? Where do I donate? But it cuts from that into Chris Cornell shooting up a grocery store. And he's like, eggs are too expensive. And he talks about like the New World Order or whatever. And the entire police force shows up to this. And they're outside with their guns. Guys, cops on the rooftops with shotties, which I thought was weird. I saw like 2 cops on a roof with shotguns, and I was like, well, that's odd. But they're all outside trying to talk to this guy inside. And the guy inside, Chris Cornell, he's in the back of the grocery store. He's not talking to anybody.
No.
He's talking to the people in there, and he's like, there's a new world order, and fucking vaccines got fucking DNA in them, and they're trying to control people's minds or whatever the fuck he's talking about. And the cops outside are just like, you know what? This guy ain't even paying attention. Just go call Cobra. Let's get this guy in here.
This is one of my favorite parts immediately, because they're not like, hey, call Cobretti or radio Cobretti or radio somebody from the zombie crew. It's send in the Cobra. Call the Cobra.
Call the Cobra.
Just everyone across the police force knows when you say call in the Cobra, who's coming in.
Hell
and
yeah.
Then the Jeepers Creepers van comes speeding along.
Dude, by the way, so 2 things when I was a kid, and whatever age I was, 13, 14, when I saw this movie. When Cobra comes screaming in with this 1950 Mercury Monterey with the solid hubcaps on it, chomping on a matchstick with the fucking drip that he's got on, I was literally at 13. I'm like, okay, I got 3 years until I get my driver's license. I'm getting a 1953 Mercury Monterey. I'm buying a whole book of matchsticks. I'm getting a leather jacket. I'm wearing, dude, and not even like the fingerless gloves. He was wearing full-on leather gloves to drive this thing. I wanted this whole look.
This is how Caitlyn Jenner learned to drive.
You were right.
But Cobretti comes in. He goes into the grocery store. He's chomping on a matchstick. He takes a sip of a Coors Banquet, and he finally takes out the dirt bag.
You're a disease, and I'm the cure.
Obviously, fantastic line.
Yes.
I think every ICE agent says that to this day. But I dare to question his tactics here, because he takes a drink of his beer and he throws it. And I'm like, oh, cool distraction. Like, he's throwing it away. The guy's going to shoot. The guy shoots. And then the camera pans back and Cobretti's just peeking around the corner like, where's he shooting from? Where are you shooting? Oh, shit, he's about to shoot at me. Like, are you drunk already? You should have turned and shot at that moment. When you throw the beer, that's when you turn and get ready to shoot, because the guy's pulling his gun the other.
No,
but he waits, then does this weird thing where he like snakes around the aisle, and then he gets to deliver his line.
I question his tactics here as well. And not only that, because that was weird, but then he comes out and he kicks in the door and he's got the gun on him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, stuffing things. And this guy's like, yeah, fucking eggs and bacon or whatever the fuck he's talking about. And then Cobra just drops his gun and just starts having a conversation.
Oh, yeah, they're going back and forth. Well, here's the thing. He knows this guy's got a 12-gauge pump shotgun. 7 shots. That motherfucker shot like 48 fucking times in this thing. He is well out of ammo. Cobra
needs to realize that he's in a movie, though, and he has unlimited shells in the fucking shotty.
Yes. Well, what I do love is Cobra goes, drop it. And before the word "it" comes out, he's already pulling the trigger. In one scene, we have a maniac shooting up a grocery store for no real reason, and the cop coming in, having a conversation with him, realizing he's a minority, and then shooting the shit out of him before he finishes the sentence, drop it. This movie immediately stands up.
Yes, 100%. Well, my favorite part about this whole first opening scene is afterwards, you know, he shoots the guy's dead. He's walking out of the store and he just gets accosted by this one. There's always one reporter that wants to like, I gotcha. And he's shoving the mic and it was just like, did you need to kill? Is it excessive force? And listen, I know some people think we're a certain way. Other people think we're a certain way because we say a lot of fucked up shit on this show. There's a guy just randomly spraying fucking everybody with buckshot all over the fucking joint. There's dead bodies everywhere. Yeah, if the guy's holding a gun and going, I got a bomb, I'm putting 2 between his eyes. Sorry, Mr. Reporter guy.
Yeah, you can eat shit, Rachel Maddow. I'm killing the fuck out of that dude. Period.
Dude, absolutely. We're not taking him out for burgers, okay,
No.
guy?
You can kick me out of the club, take away my Dakota ring, whatever the fuck you need to do. That dude's dying.
Absolutely. But we get the news report here because he goes back home and he's cleaning his gun because, as all good cops do, we get the news report of the night slasher killing 16 people and then cut to a van filled with a couple of night slashers who attack a waitress, kill her. And
17.
Cobra wants to get involved, but the captain won't let him because he's a zombie squad guy and he doesn't play by normal cop rules. So
I love this scene so much. He's like,
Dude,
I don't want to be involved. They're like, but you're dumb. You can't do investigations. You're an idiot. No, you can't.
You literally pull your gun out like the grocery store. Justified. We called you in to do specifically what you did.
Yeah, you found the bad guy right there.
But from what it sounds like, he's literally like, that's why we called you in. You can't just willy-nilly, which sounds like you've been doing your whole career, just like, hey, this guy stole a fucking CD from the fucking music shop. Bang, 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 and just put 6 in his back. Like, you can't do that. But apparently, because you work 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., that it's okay because you're part of the zombie squad. You
Yeah,
can
man.
shoot bitches.
His tech, dude, it turns into LA Confidential after fucking 9 p.m. in LA, bro.
100%.
We're busting heads. We're talking to hookers.
Well, you should be talking to hookers anyway. I mean,
I call them.
it's but meanwhile, we have, while Cobra's having this conversation, we cut to the night slashers. They strike again. Ingrid drives by and she sees everything.
Oh, that's peculiar.
And they get the license plate number and they start going after her. And this is where we see Dollar Store Rizzo, the chick cop, Nancy Stalker Channing, that she's like a cop and she's like looking up the license plate number so she can give it to her dirty boyfriend who likes to kill people.
Right. Like, take a shower, dude. Just because, like, I get the image. Rub grease on your face. But you know what they all do afterwards? They take a fucking shower.
Wash it off. Use some lava soap, guy.
Yeah.
Just once or twice won't kill you.
How are you killing anybody? I can smell you a mile away.
Dude, when Brigitte Nielsen drives by under the bridge here and they're like trying to prop up the body on the fucking bench or whatever, they were like, because they get her to the hospital and Cobra and Gonzales are questioning her. Like, what did you see? And her response should have just been like, I don't know. I saw this guy. He smelled like dog shit. So I'm assuming he was murdering people, like actively murdering people because he smelled terrible.
Between his smell and the lips that arrive 5 minutes before he does, they should find this guy and inside a two. There's one person that looks like this and smells like that. Like, oh, this is a sewer person. Let's go to the sewer.
Yep. Well, the funniest thing about this whole thing is because after this whole thing, they're like, oh, we got her license plate. They show her at the photo shoot. Like, so before she goes to the hospital, whatever, she goes to the photo shoot and she's going into the garage. Her photographer is actively trying to hump her in the fucking parking garage. You get the whole Night Stalker chase.
I miss the 80s so much. I'm not even doing it for me. I'm trying to help your career.
That's it.
My dick was the original LinkedIn.
But Ingrid here, after the photo shoot, goes out to her car and the Night Slasher crew attacks and they literally kill everyone in the parking garage, including the security guard, but she hides until the cops show up. And this
They
is
go
like,
fucking ham.
dude, if there is a moving object in the parking garage, they kill it immediately.
It's pretty amazing.
There's like a banker like walking, he's like, no, no, no.
Which I always like these
to the chest.
I love these. I love it when they do this too, because subliminally you're telling like they don't give a fuck.
Yes, exactly.
They are killing without prejudice. There is no, it's not like in the movie where the guy's running past the one dude, get out of my way, and bumps him. He's like, hey man, watch where you're going. No, dude, you catch an axe to the chest.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck
Absolutely.
you for leaving work early. You know what I'm saying?
This is
Brad.
That's right. You got to stay till at least 9 o'clock, bitch. This is serious business. But when they question her, right, they find out that she saw the last woman get murdered and yada yada, and she has the night slasher's face, and they call in the police sketch artist who literally draws a 3rd grade picture of Frankenstein based off of her description. This drawing, he was like it's like a stick figure.
Dude, I legitimately didn't know the sketch artist came in. I thought Sly drew it. And I'm like, this is why they won't let you on this case.
Is this the guy?
And they keep bringing it up. Quite a sketch, huh? That guy's quite a looker. Yeah, he looks like Paul Bunyan became a fucking zombie.
Dude, his cheekbones are fucking insane.
It's insane.
No police sketch artist has ever drawn that. And if they did, even if it was their first day on the job, and they're like, is this what, if they hold up the night slasher fucking picture on their first day, straight out of the academy, college, however you learn this skill, and they show it to another cop, that cop is allowed to shoot the sketch guy. Period. Like, you don't deserve to even, what are you even doing here?
Dude, this drawing is 2 buck teeth away from being World War II propaganda. It's crazy.
Dude, it is fucking insane.
It's
when
nuts.
she was like, yeah, I think Ingrid as a character was trying to be nice here. She was like, I mean, yeah, it sort of looks like the guy. Oh, Ingrid, don't be nice. Just be like, what the fuck did you draw, guy?
Yeah, dude, fucking Lenny from Mice and Men drew the sketch artist. And they're like, oh, you did a really good job. It's like, thanks. I'm gonna go pet this rabbit.
I like to kill animals and then a lady.
Frankenstein then here goes to the hospital to kill Ingrid. And he looks more suspicious than Jeffrey Epstein at a 13-year-old's birthday party. Dude, I get it. Like, hey, they know what you look like because he's got the Rizzo on the side. Like, they know what you look like. You know, get the shoe polish through your hair and darken your hair. Yeah.
The shoe polish made it worse because he's just got Sharpie hair in the fucking drawing. Like, you should have dyed that shit purple.
Shoe polish definitely makes him look like Frankenstein, and it makes the sketch more accurate.
Yes.
But like, dude, he's just if you see somebody just walking around in the mall, in a hospital, eyes this fucking big, and then who are you, Superman? You killed the janitor guy, and you're like, yeah, they'll totally not know who I am with these glasses on.
Corey's life lessons.
Hi, serial killers. Uncle Corey here. Blink. I know it's hard. But if you want to fit in, bro, you gotta blink. Yeah, whether you're wearing glasses or not blinking is a dead ass giveaway.
Absolutely, bro.
And the only thing that kept you from going on a total rampage was one black nurse that didn't give a fuck about your bullshit because she's working a fucking 12-hour shift and ain't got no time for your shit.
Remember the health code. Next time, take the stairs.
So he goes through, Cobra realizes that, like, oh shit, Gonzales isn't at the hospital and none of the cops are. They were called out by somebody at the precinct. So Cobra and Gonzales go to the hospital. Cobra gets attacked at his apartment, and Gonzales gets to the hospital along with Cobra after Ingrid, who is there alone, gets attacked by Frankenstein, but not before Frankenstein kills a patient and a nurse for no reason, and then heads to Ingrid's room. But she was, taking a squirt or something. So she locks herself in the bathroom, gets away through the connected doors, pulls the fire alarm, and Night Slasher gets away.
The streusel gave me the shits. I had the plopkins all night long.
Listen, he got really prepared for this kill to go kill Ingrid. He got the rubber gloves on, no prints. He got the fucking shoe polish through the hair. Looks a little Frankensteinish, but neither here nor there. He got the good outfit with the glasses on, so nobody knows who he is. And he's got his cool ass fucking knife, which is probably the coolest knife I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's a dope knife.
He's got his cool ass knife, and he's like, I'm ready to murder. Your only job is to go murder this chick who ID'd you.
Yeah.
You're just stabbing old patients and grabbing the nurse and hiding under a bed. If he just went to Ingrid's room, you would have caught her before she had to take a shit or whatever she was doing. And then you got to say, like, okay.
There's a couple inefficiencies here.
A little bit.
With his tactics. This is... Killing everybody before you get to Ingrid's room is like cheating on your fiance at the bachelor party. Like in 24 hours, she's contractually obligated to do freaky ass shit with you for the rest of your lives. I read the contract. It's there.
It's in there. It's in there.
So you got that. And then to make matters worse, he gets in there and he's like, dude, I've been thinking of this cool ass line all fucking night. I'm not even going to check if she's in bed. I am so hopelessly devoted to delivering this line that I'm going to fucking, I've planned this so many times.
Pretty hair.
Wouldn't that be great though if like the rest of the movie, he just kept going, pretty blonde hair, damn it. Like he never gets to get the line out at the right time. That's probably why Sly didn't talk to him. He's like, yeah, check your kill.
Listen. Night Slasher, Frankenstein, whatever the fuck your name is. You know whose movie this is. You don't say the lines. Cobra says the lines. You just do the killing. That's all you do here. Okay? But again, inefficiencies and things. So she gets away. And the chief, Detective Monty, scream at Cobra because his tactics are, what caused this mess. And this is where I'm like, these guys are a little Weasley. This is what caused the mess? No, the inefficiencies of the Night Slasher just murdering people all over the place before he gets to Ingrid. That Cobra wasn't even there at the hospital. Like, I understand how you could throw Cobra under the bus for a lot of things. Pick your battles, guys. This one just wasn't it.
Well, I like the back and forth here, too, because Cobra's like, hey, you got somebody on the inside. He's a rat. And the guy's like, there's no evidence of that. Well, first off, Cobra hasn't even said anything. But then Cobra, being the great cop that he is like, I just know, I got a feeling. Explain yourself. It only makes sense. There was a call from headquarters to another cop that pulled the detail off of the door.
They literally said that. He says that as they're coming down the escalator.
Yeah.
Before he says there's a rat or whatever the fuck he says.
Last night there were 3 men assigned to that room and headquarters called and took 2 off. Why?
Headquarters didn't do anything.
Okay, well, that's clue number 1 for your ass. Like, okay, well, let's look into that. Who said there was a call? Did the cop say? Who was on the other end of said call? Like, let's now, and apparently there's only one woman in the police force. So if the cops were like, hey, the fucking woman called.
Right.
Okay. Now you've narrowed it down to Dollar Store Rizzo.
Done.
Get her away. But no, they're like, obviously they're trying to kill Ingrid. So, and Cobra, who seems like a smart detective ish sometimes when he wants to be, is like, we should totally put her in a safe house, which sounds reasonable and logical. and I want to take her upstate and get her out of here. And let's do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to, me, my partner Gonzales, who I trust, and this chick cop who I don't know who the fuck she is.
Mm-hmm.
Gonzales don't know who the fuck she is.
Nobody did. Nobody's spoken to her this entire movie in the precinct. She's just hanging around. I didn't even know she was a real cop until this part. I thought she just put on the uniform. I was like, oh, that's clever. They got uniforms and shit.
No, look, guys, you got uniforms and everything.
Yeah. Nope. She just a cop. She just a cop, straight up, that nobody's ever seen or talked to before. And yet she's assigned to this case where Cobra already thinks somebody's being dirty. And his partner, being the incredible fucking detective that he is, can't put the voice together ever.
Yeah. When you put a towel over the phone, it completely changes your voice.
Okay, sorry, Sidney Prescott.
But so now you have Cobra, Gonzales, Dollar Store Rizzo. They take Ingrid to a safe house.
Nobody cared who I was until I called Gonzales off the hospital door.
But on the way, Gonzales's car gets rammed into, Cobra's car gets shot at, and a chase ensues where Cobra has to hit the nitrous in his fucking Mercury to catch up to a Plymouth Reliant, and it ends with Cobra like flipping his car as the night slasher gets away.
Okay, couple things with this.
Oh, I know. I went through that quickly, but break it down.
This is where we can assign all of the blame to Cobra's tactics.
Yes.
You got a witness in the car, motherfucker. And it's not like you are being chased at first. You are in hot pursuit of the people. They shot at you and drove the fuck away. You know what you should do? Drive the other way because you got a fucking witness in the car. But you're like, nah, fuck this shit. We're getting him now. You don't even know that that's the night slasher in the car.
Yes.
You have no idea if this is a minion or whoever the fuck he sent out to do his bidding.
Yeah.
But you're like, no, we're doing it. Have you seen the sketch of Paul Bunyan as a zombie? Fucking, he's right there. He just took a shot at me, dude. We're putting an end to this shit now. This is wild.
Yes. No, it's crazy.
He's on the zombie squad because, first off, there's no other job this guy should be allowed to do. And two, at night, nobody else is on the road. So he can act like a fucking scatterbrained idiot.
Yeah.
Anytime he needs to be out.
Yeah.
This is fucking crazy.
Dude, this is crazy. And what's even crazier is after this whole incident, because they tear up half the fucking city during this thing.
Yeah.
And the cops all have a meeting of the minds where Cobra and Monty go at each other. And listen, Monty has zero basis for any claim that he's making in here. Like, he makes a lot of, like, there's a lot of broad sweeping statements made in this, like, little back and forth.
Yeah.
And, like, all Cobra's doing is going, hey, and this is all I think he needs to say, which ends the conversation, is Gonzales got rammed off the road. Like, we knew we were taking her to a safe house. You guys knew. Who else knew? Because Gonzales got rammed, and I got shot at, and I got rammed, and then, but so you have now the night slasher we think is one person. Ingrid said she saw at least 3 people in a van. So now we're trying to protect Ingrid, and now we just got attacked by 2 different cars with multiple people in each car. Okay, guys, this isn't 1 or 2 or 3. This could be like a whole fucking bunch of, that's all he has to say, which he starts to, but not really. And they're just like, oh, and then we got the taxpayer dollars. We got to take her to the fucking safe house upstate. Yeah, guy. All these cops are getting like shot at, and everybody's trying to kill this bitch and wants to kill anybody in their way. But no, let's keep her in the police station. That seems safe. That's good. Let's do that.
This is so. This has to be written
crazy.
So Cobra can actually seem halfway intelligent. It's the only way, because the collateral damage that's being collected between the Night Slasher and Cobra in this is wild. Like, you want to save your budget? Take him to fucking Alaska.
Yes.
Get the two of them the fuck out of here where nothing happens. There is no town. They're in a cabin. Nobody's around. He'll go out and like bite bears and shit and kill them or whatever Cobra does for meat. It'll be fine. But get them away from collateral damage because this is insane.
Yeah, just send them to like fucking Saskatchewan, like up in fucking, send them somewhere in Canada and like the
make
Great White
Canada's
North.
problem.
Yeah, exactly. Just send them away. It'll be fine. But this is also after this because we have, you know, Gonzales, Cobra, and Rizzo again. And they let her tag along once again. They attempt to take Ingrid to the safe house. And this is the second montage we get.
Mm-hmm.
We get a montage earlier of like Cobra and Gonzales questioning people.
That was more of a music video than a montage.
Well, because you had shots of Ingrid doing like the whole
First, you had
thing.
shots of nonsensical robots that made like intertwined. It was just a robot and then a fucking shot of Sly talking to somebody, and then a robot, and then Gonzales talking to somebody, and then a robot, and then like both of them talking to hookers, and then a robot, and then it was like Brigitte Nielsen's fucking putting on a fucking wig or something. It was the dumbest shit I have ever seen. I'm like, oh, they're just literally shooting a music video in the middle of this movie.
That's 100% right. Well, and then we get this. This one's a feel the heat type of montage.
Yeah.
So we get feel the heat with, you know, shots of them going to the safe house or whatever, and, you know, axe people getting ready. And they stop at this diner, right, to get something to eat. And Ingrid puts an ungodly amount of ketchup on her fries.
It's disgusting.
And listen, you want to use ketchup on your fries? I use ketchup on my fries. It's totally fine. She doesn't put it on the side. She literally goes straight ketchup right on top of all the fries. There's a layer of ketchup on top of the fries. And then she decides to eat it with her hands like a fucking psycho. I'm good if you put ketchup on top of your fries. You like ketchup? Fine. You put it all over your fries? Fine. You put it on the side? Fine. Side, hands, dip. If you put it all over the top, use a fork, you animal. What the fuck is going on here? And it's so bad, Sly makes a comment about it.
You have a life preserver.
What?
Your French fries drown in there.
It should become abundantly clear at this point that if you replaced the two main stars with two 10-year-old kids, it would literally be the exact same movie.
Yes.
Like, look at the drawing I got of this spooky guy. Fucking, I love ketchup. This is crazy.
You could replace them with Will Ferrell and what's his name from fucking Step Brothers.
Oh, that's enough ketchup. Come on. Yeah.
I like it.
That's enough.
They also stay at a motel on their way. And Cobra gets a little suspicious, maybe, after he catches Rizzo on a payphone. So he starts preparing for war. But before the war pops off, Cobra and Ingrid got to bump some uglies. Like, that's got to happen here. And I say that Cobra gets suspicious. If he doesn't get suspicious, this is why I think, because we talked it before, that like there's these versions of the movie that are out there that have circulated that have an extra like 40 minutes. Because there's a lot of these scenes that seem like disjointed. They kind of make sense, but not really. There's something here that was missing.
You think? Because it goes from him catching her twice. He's watched her multiple times now.
Yeah.
Walk away, get on the phone, and then quietly come back. She horribly evades his questions.
Dude, her lies here are dog shit.
They're terrible.
Why didn't you use the phone in your room?
It's out of order. It's getting cold out here, huh?
Yeah. Better get inside.
Yeah.
He literally goes back in the next scene and is taking grenades out of his bag. He knows.
Yeah.
And yet it serves no purpose whatsoever because it's still a surprise attack.
It is a surprise attack.
Macaulay Culkin was more prepared in Home Alone than Marion Cobretti was when he knew the bitch was a rat. He knew it.
They walk out the next morning and they're like, yo, where's Dollar Store Rizzo? And he's like, I don't know. I checked the room and she's just gone. And then they get attacked. Like, did you not expect, like, I'm watching the movie. You just did the thing.
Yeah.
I'm watching the movie and it looks like you're getting prepared. That's why I'm like, he was kind of suspicious and maybe is he preparing for war? Because I'm not sure, because when the motorcycle gang shows up, they act like they have no fucking clue what's going on.
Nope. They were going antiquing in Connecticut. Like, what just happened? It's absurd. And they're like, where did Dollar Store Rizzo go? Right there to the right, because she's talking to everybody in the pickup truck blocking the goddamn road. Turn to your right.
There's 37 guys with axes in a fucking van that she's talking, and she's pointing at you going like, fuck you guys.
And they're like 20 yards away. I'm like, bro, you're taking fucking grenades out of a canvas bag. Use them. Problem solved. I'll throw one over here, one over there. Done.
Done and done. No, this is where, listen, this movie's a little ridiculous, okay?
Just a little.
I give this movie a wide berth because, again, nostalgia and things and sly and things. So I'm giving this a wide fucking berth. But if things weren't ridiculous up through now, this is, it literally is like Looney Tunes-esque ridiculous. Oh. And so the Night Stalker gang or the Night Slasher gang shows up. Cobra and his team are getting ready to leave. So they see Rizzo pointing at him. The motel turns into a fucking war zone. And Cobra shoots his way out with Ingrid. While Gonzales sits back and behind. He gets shot. And he's not dead. He's just wounded for now.
He deserved to be shot because Cobra goes, get inside. And he runs 13 fucking miles down the road. And then just stops and stares. And is like, trucks and motorcycles? What are we going to do? I don't know, go inside, like fucking Cobra said, moron. And then when he goes inside, they're like, come on, we gotta go. He just stays inside. He's like, I just put on a fucking pot of coffee, though.
And by the way, I don't know what fucking motel they're staying at. This some bitch got a skylight? You got dudes coming into a fucking I've never been to a motel that has a skylight. And if I walked into a motel room that had a skylight, I'd be like, time to go, guys. We're not staying here.
No, because somebody watching your ass.
100%.
Somebody's watching you sleep, and that is not bird poop on top of the skylight in the morning.
Definitely not. But after, like, so Ingrid and Cobra get away. And there's this chase, and he's throwing his grenades finally, and he's shooting at them, and they skid off the side of the road. And they escape through like an orange field and then into like a chemical factory that's next to the orange field.
Makes sense. Tropicana, clearly.
This whole thing makes sense. He's like, oh, look, oranges. Like, that's fucking cool. And then a giant Freddy Krueger-esque factory. Like
the Sunny D original factory appears.
So they go into this chemical factory or whatever it is. Cobra lights one dude on fire. He shoots Rizzo, but apparently she's only wounded.
He likes lighting people on fire. Like,
absolutely.
That's really weird to be like, dude, I'm going to fucking light this dude on fire. You got a gun.
I'm going to light bitches on fire. Why do you think I carry a matchstick in my mouth?
Hell yes.
You could strike a match on anything in a movie and it lights the match. By the way, guys, that's not how matches work. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, most of the people watching this are going, "What's a match?"
That's what us poors used to use to light cigarettes back
There
in the
you
day.
go.
But yeah, so he does enjoy lighting people on fire. Lights this dude on fire. He shoots Rizzo and then goes after the night slasher. And this is where we finally get the face-to-face with the Night Stalker and Cobra. And Ingrid goes and hides. The Night Slasher gives this super unhinged monologue about wanting Cobra's eyes and says that like Cobra has to take him in and can't shoot him because it's against the law. Meanwhile, Cobra's been killing everybody. He just lit one of your dudes on fire.
Yeah, I don't think you've been paying attention. I don't know if you can't see over that upper lip or what the fuck is going on with you, but this dude does not give a shit.
He doesn't care. Maybe if Gonzales was there, you'd be like, yeah, you got to take me in. And Gonzales would be like, yeah, I mean, like after I eat 7 Kit Kats, I'm gonna take you in, and that's what's gonna happen next. He might not shoot you, but Cobra, look at his drip. Dude is killing you.
Yeah, dude.
And Cobra just lets him, again, cutting back to the very first Chris Cornell scene in this movie, he just lets him talk. That goes against everything that Cobra has set up, like has been set up as a character. He don't give a shit about your manifesto.
No, this was really weird too, because again, you're like, oh, take me in. I'll plead insane and they'll have to let me go, Batman. It's like, maybe, but also, again, he just killed 47 people. He doesn't give a fuck. There's nobody around. There are no witnesses left. You're gonna die.
Dude, this whole thing is insane. He's like, nobody knew who I was until I put the shoe polish in my hair. And it goes on this fucking crazy rant. And listen, Cobra's just shooting you in the fucking forehead. Just by the way, that's happening. That's how this ends. But it doesn't. So they get into this like fight. Yep. Rizzo, out of nowhere, jumps on Cobra's back. She gets killed. And then they have their fight until Cobra ends up jacking him up onto like the huge metal hook and pushes him into a fiery grave. Or
I don't know if
whatever.
you noticed too, because I never caught this until now, but I think the end fight in Expendables 2 between JCVD and Stallone, Stallone also has the chain around his neck as his main weapon.
Yeah.
I think that's a little homage because JCVD has the big knife in that one too. So I think that was a little bit of an homage to Cobra.
Dig it.
Which I see you, Sly. I see you, Tulsa King.
I see.
Fucking catch me sleeping.
But the movie ends as Gonzales is taken to the hospital and he's like, I need Butterfingers. And the captain.
Oh my God. All this healthy eating. What's the matter with you?
Like, I'm pretty sure that like the U.S. Health Department had either sponsored this movie, like gave him a little bit of budget, because all Cobra talks about, even though he eats pizza at the beginning, he talks about fruits and vegetables for the rest of the movie. Yeah. And he's like, oh, all you like is junk food. You probably should eat an apple, sir. Literally the whole rest of the movie. But he gets congratulated by his captain. And then Monty comes over and gives him several backhanded compliments until Cobra punches him in the face and then rides off with Ingrid on a stolen motorcycle.
It belongs to a gang member that murdered multiple people.
Yes.
But who needs that?
Like,
I got Ingrid on the back of my bike, dude. I'm going to get laid.
I punched this dude in the face, this squirrely faced fuck, and now I'm riding off with fucking Ingrid. And I'm about to get some fucking Gok 3000. Let's go. Oh my God.
Technically, this movie is insanely terrible.
Yes.
And yet, it goes so full bore into the madness of the story.
Yeah.
that it works and it's so fucking entertaining. So entertaining. It's exactly like Tango and Cash in that way. It's so ridiculous that by the time you get to the SUV and Tango and Cash, you're like, yeah, why not?
Sure.
Fuck it. That's all we were missing.
And honestly, going back to the conversation that we had about the Running Man, I don't know if it was this week or last week during the pre-show, the Running Man getting remade. When I got to the end of this, it's so out there. And it's like if they included all the violence into this, like I guess was originally shot. If they did a lot of those things, I think it would have been a better movie. But you talk about fucking remakes, and I hate them. But if there's one movie that I think deserves a remake, I think it's this one. I think you can make this 2025 and make this a fucking incredible movie.
I don't think you could. And
well, your opinion doesn't matter.
Here's the only reason. This movie is literally the wet dream of the Trump administration. Like the amount of Trump jokes and administrative jokes I could have made throughout this and just let go so it wasn't a fucking liberal soap opera.
Yeah.
I left so many jokes hanging. So I think if you remove the stuff you need to remove to make it palatable for today's audience, and I mean literally the words the actors are saying out of their mouth, it's a totally different movie and it doesn't work. He does arrest him at the end and he's like, the law is the law. Like, it's not good. Where this Judge Dredd kind of, I don't give a fuck. I'm an apocalyptic world with this apocalyptic gang, only there is zero apocalypse actually happening. It works in the time frame and the people and the time and the age it was. It works.
I don't know.
Well.
I honestly would like to see if somebody could get a hold or start writing the script for this, because I do think, and again, I think it would come out like Cobra came out in 1986. No, I don't think this is a studio movie. I think this is more of like in the horror genre, like horror action thriller. I think if you made it like great. That,
yeah,
and increase the kills, and you could still do like the New World Order thing and yada yada. You could have all of that shit, because again, like we talked about in one of the pre-shows with horror movies, dude, you can go in any direction. You can go as sideways as you want and make it fucking like this is the lunatic fringe. And everything goes.
Literally, the apocalyptic gang works.
Yep.
Cobra works. His dumb shit partner works. There are so many things that work as far as that kind of movie would be concerned.
Yeah.
And I think if you were to make Brigitte Nielsen more of a help and less of a damsel in distress, you could probably get away with the other shit in today's world. And I don't mean like her, because I agree with literally everything you have said is 100% correct, except for the words coming out of the actors' mouths 90% of the time.
I think there's somebody much smarter than me that could figure it out. But I think
never ever imagine there is somebody smarter than you.
No, thank you, sir. But I'm a half a moron, so it's not going to be me.
And our test said that's a lie.
But that's all I got. I still enjoy this one, as ridiculous as this movie is. It's awesome. Near and dear to my heart. But do you got anything else?
Same, baby. CalibrationMediaGroup.com. That's where you go to check us out. You can also find Six Rings and Counting. It's Pittsburgh Steelers weekly recap show. You can also check, it's going to stay Six Rings and Counting, by the way, if you've been following the season for quite some time. We also have our Backstage Buckeye show over at CalibrationMediaGroup.com. That is a Lou Willard interview show where he is interviewing former Ohio State athletes about sports ball and life after sports ball. And for probably our best show on the platform, we have the wonderful Fashion at 50 for the
ladies.
I did say 4 a couple times, so I cued you in a little early. My bad, dog. But anyway, you can check that out to get all your style needs met. You can check us, all of that, all of those wonderful shows and more to come over at CalibrationMediaGroup.com.
There it is. And with that, for Corey, I'm Armando. This is Kiss the Reviews. And this was 1986's Cobra.